As of this writing, there are 81 confirmed deaths in China alone from the Wuhan coronavirus, with 2,700 infections all across the nation. That is, of course, only the deaths confirmed to be related to the virus, which can be tricky to identify versus a severe flu or other respiratory illness. The total death count could very well be higher than the 81 claimed. But what is particularly terrifying is that the total infected count is almost certainly much greater than the 2,700 confirmed in China alone. That's because the coronavirus is contagious even before symptoms set in, unlike the famous SARS virus from the 2002 SARS outbreak. That means that you could be infected yourself right now and spreading the infection without ever realizing it until finally, in about 2 weeks' time, you start to come down with severe flu-like symptoms and difficulty breathing. If that's not scary enough, in one day alone, the death toll for the virus jumped from 56 to 80, with 24 dead in just one day. That means the virus is spreading at an exponential rate, and if this rate of increase continues on its present course, we could be seeing thousands dead in as little as a month. Likely, though, this won't be the case, as Chinese health authorities are taking incredible steps to stop the spread of the virus. 2 new hospitals in the worst affected regions are already under construction, and the nation has mobilized both its civilian medical experts and the military to stop the halt of the virus. Unfortunately, all these incredible efforts may be too late, as the virus has not just spread throughout China, but has made its leap across the ocean. As of this video's release, the virus is present in a dozen nations, including France, Australia, Singapore, Japan, and the United States. In the US alone, over the weekend of January 24th to the 26th, the cases of confirmed infections grew from 2 to 5, and many more are suspected to be infected and completely unaware until symptoms begin to set in. With the possibility of the Wuhan virus showing up in your town growing by the day, what can you do to protect yourself? Many authorities in China are recommending people wear face masks to prevent the spread of the virus. Though if you're looking to stop yourself from picking up an infection, this is not a very reliable method. Even before the Wuhan virus, the practice of wearing face masks in public has been very popular across Asia. But the reality is that these masks will often do little, if anything, to stop an airborne virus. Simply put, this is because the masks are simply too porous to filter out viruses and other bacteria. Some studies have shown that the masks are effective in reducing the rate of infection, but these were all carried out in clinical settings and have little bearing on what a mask user would encounter in the real world. The one way that masks are very effective in fighting against viral outbreaks, though, is by their use by those already infected, as the masks help stop transmission. If an infected person is around you and you're wearing a mask, though, odds are it isn't going to do much to stop you getting sick. The American CDC refuses to recommend surgical masks to be used to help fight transmission for those individuals who are not already sick, citing a lack of evidence that they actually help stop infection. Instead, to combat the Wuhan virus and others like it, the CDC recommends that you simply wash your hands regularly and use tissues every time you cough or sneeze. Trapping airborne viral particles is far more important than trying to stop them from getting to you with a mask, as typically people are infected orally thanks to poor hand washing techniques anyway. If you do use a tissue, make sure that you get rid of it quickly as possible to limit the chance viral particles will get on surfaces around you. You've likely heard that when you get sick, you need to pile on the vitamin C. And if you've been anywhere near a drugstore in your life, then you've no doubt seen the dozens and dozens of vitamin C supplements next to the cold and flu relief section. Well, feel free to start passing on the vitamin C for now, because science has been trying to tell us for decades that the vitamin C craze to fight infections is nothing but a case of bad science and very greedy marketing. In fact, if you regularly take vitamin C for cold and flu prevention, you're really only helping to build up a pretty nasty case of kidney stones. A study tracking regular taking of vitamin C over the course of a year showed that it did not prevent cold or flu and only lessened the duration of infection by 8% in adults. There is no diet or supplement that's going to keep you safe from the Wuhan virus, and instead, prevention is going to be more on your physical habits than what you put in your body. Wash your hands regularly, especially after spending time in public, and before any meal. If you're an international traveler, you should check with your embassy to see if they have a field testing kit for the virus yet. Currently, the American CDC is working on exporting such a kit to other nations. You should also check ahead with your embassy in your travel destination to see if they have any health advisories or travel warnings for the region you're visiting. Lastly, perhaps delay your trip to China for now, as the disease is rapidly spreading outside of the region it was first identified in. The good news is that though the disease has shown it can kill even healthy teenagers, its death rate is relatively low. You can help fight this global outbreak by acting as if you already are infected. Always cover your mouth before you cough. and cough or sneeze into tissues that can be quickly disposed of. If you cough or sneeze into your hands, immediately wash your hands and sanitize any surfaces you came into contact with. You may, after all, not suffer anything more than severe flu-like symptoms, but your carelessness could cost someone else their life. We want our beloved fans to stay safe from the Wuhan virus, so we hope you practice each of the techniques in this episode to help fight the pandemic. For all of our fans in Southeast Asia or affected countries, we want you to know that we're rooting for you and hope you keep safe. Now, the best way we can think of to keep safe from the Wuhan virus is to stay indoors and enjoy more of your favorite YouTube channel. So why not click on this video over here? Or if not, how about this one instead? We promise the only viral content you'll come across with us is fun, exciting, and awesome videos. So click now.